Okay, hello everyone. Okay, let's conclude our calculation here. Let's start. We've done selling price, cost price. We have done all of that. We have used a calculator using ratios and proportion. So let us head to, we've done rounding up number, yeah. So let's head to interest. Let's calculate our interest. So our spreadsheet is here. Let's name it still business calculation. Then from our sheet 1 here, let's rename it interest. We are going to show you how to calculate interest here. You know, interest is money you borrowed or money someone lent to you, you know. So lender, let's use lender. Let's say our lender is Lapo, right? Then amount Lapo gave you. Then what again? Annual interest. Let's say they are collecting 30% interest annually. Please, this is just an assumption. It may be higher, it may be lower. Then monthly interest. Okay, let's say the amount they borrowed is 10 million. So the amount they borrowed is 10 million. Interest is 30%. So monthly interest is let's say 2.5%. Then there is weekly interest, which is let's say 0.6%. And there is daily interest. Okay, let's even say, because weekly interest, let's give it, okay, let's give weekly interest, let's say, let's give weekly interest, let's say 3%. And daily interest, let's give it 1.5%. all right. So this annual interest will now be 10 million multiplied by 30% interest. You see, 30% interest. When you are giving them 30% interest, that means you are going to give them 3 million naira annually from the 10 million they borrowed you. Then monthly interest, which is a 10 million naira loan multiplied by 2.5% interest. So this is the interest you are going to pay them monthly. The interest you are going to pay them monthly is 250,000 naira. Then weekly interest, which is a 10 million naira multiplied by 3% interest. So that means every week we are going to give them 300,000 naira. Then daily interest, which is a 10 million naira loan multiplied by 1.5% interest. I'm just using this as an example. So it means that you'll be giving them 150,000 naira every day. So that means when you are paying back 10 million naira in a year, you are going to pay back 10 million naira plus your 3 million naira, which will give you 13 million. All right. So if you are paying back in a week, it will be 10 million naira plus the 250,000, which is the 2.5% loan. So you are giving them 10,250,000. You are paying them back in a week. You are going to give them 10 million plus the 300,000 naira. That means you are going to give them 10,300,000. You are paying, but let's say they borrowed you money for 24 hours and you are going to pay them back with 10,150,000. So this is how to calculate the interest rate. So the next we are going to calculate, let's rename our sheet to profit or loss. All right, so under profit or loss, we have goods that we purchase. Let's say okrika bill, you understand? Then it cost us let's say 120,000 to buy one bale of okrika. All right, so we made sales. We sold half bale of okrika, let's say for 80,000 naira, or let's say 75,000 naira. This is just an illustration. All right, then how much did half bale of okrika cost us? Cost of half bale cost us, the original cost is 60,000 naira, right? Yeah, 60,000 naira. So how do you determine your profit or loss? How do you determine your profit or loss? Profit or loss. Profit or loss. So you are not going to say you sold, you are not going to minus how much you sold from here. No, you are going to minus, let's say you sold 75,000 naira. That is your sales or revenue. All right, so you now do 75,000 naira minus 60,000 naira, which is 15,000. So you have made 15,000 naira profit. Okay, let's say we sold the remaining half for, let's say we sold the remaining half for let's say 90,000. Let's say we sold the remaining half for 90,000 naira. All right, so half, okay, we sold the remaining half for 90,000. 90. We sold the remaining half for 90,000, while the remaining half cost, same amount, 60,000 naira. Don't forget. So how do you do it? This is it. So your total profit, let's sum it. So your total profit is 45,000 naira. It's so lovely. Yeah, so your total profit is 45,000, which is not bad. All right, so you have made profit, assuming you sold less. Let's say you sold this one for, let's say 50, if you calculate it that way, let me not waste your time. So if you sell less, that means you are losing money. All right, hello guys, so here we are going to calculate how you pay your salary, your staff salary. Sometimes you can employ someone on the 30th of the month and the person is expected to resume on the 10th. Let's say you want the person to resume immediately, and the 10th, you are not going to wait for the person to resume on the 1st of the other month. It's going to take your time and you'll be losing the job that person is supposed to do for you. So what do? Some people, when they employ you on the 10th, they will not pay you your salary at the end of the month. Let's say they employ you on the 10th of October. They won't pay you on the 31st of October. They will wait till the 10th of November before they pay you is not good and it's cheating at the same time. So let's go back here. Let me show you what to do. Okay, let's rename our sheet 3. Calculating staff salary. Okay, staff salary. All right, so let's say month the month we employ the person. Let's say we employ the person in October. Dates, we employ the person on the 10th, like the person resumed work on the 10th of October, and the net salary we are paying the person is let's say 250,000. Let's say we are paying the person 250,000 naira, right? Okay, sorry, October has 31 days, right? So date of resumption, yes, date of resumption, the person resumed work on the, let's say, 10th of October, right? So we'll calculate number of days the person worked, so we'll calculate the number of days the person worked on the month of October and the amount due to pay the person, because obviously we are not going to give this person the whole of 250,000 in the month of October, because he or she did not work from the beginning of October. She resumed on the 10th. So how do we calculate this? So how we calculate this, we are going to calculate this by saying, okay, October has 31 days. You minus 31 days from the 14 days from the 10th day the person resumed. So the standard formula is you will add +1. All right, that's the standard formula. So the person worked for 22 days. So how much are we going to pay this person for the 22 days the person worked? So he or she worked for 10 days. 10 days divided by the total number of the days we have in the month of October, which is 31. Then we are going to multiply it. We are going to multiply it by the net salary, which is 250,000 naira. So this person is going home. This person is going home with 80,645 naira, 16 kobo. Simple and short. This is the best way to calculate your staff salary, so you don't have to start waiting till the other month, and the person may be tired as well. So if you want to run a good organization and be fair to your staff, this is one of the methods you have to adopt. Okay guys, the next one we are calculating now is called unit of measure. So let us rename here unit of measure. Okay, let's say we bought a perfume, a carton of perfume that is about 100 bottles inside. Okay, let's say products. All right, amount, one carton, how much did it cost us? Let's say we bought, the product name is perfume, then the price, it cost us 300,000 naira per carton, cost 300,000 per carton. Then quantity, how many bottles of perfume are in that 300 how many bottles of perfume are in that 300,000 worth of perfume? Let's say 100 is inside. Let's assume it's 100 bottles inside. Then how much is cost per bottle? So how do we determine cost per bottle? I think what we'll do is this. Yes, it's already, you see, the system has divided it for us. 300,000 multiplied by 100. it will give us, that means a bottle will cost us 3,000 naira, right? Then quantity sold per day, okay, let's say daily sales, let's assume we sold 12 bottles from there. So amount, how much did we sell in that day? What did we sell is equal to no. So this is it. Cost per bottle multiplied by daily sales, that means we made 36,000 naira. So balance now will be how much? Balance will not be. Okay guys, so another one we are going to calculate is ingredient costing. Ingredient costing, I did this for those who are into manufacturing or production business. Like for example, I manufacture teas, I manufacture spices, all right? And I want to show you how I cost my ingredient, because it's not every time that you just buy 100 kg of curry, turmeric for example, and you use all of them. No. So let's come back here and we get another sheet 6. Let's rename it ingredient costing, all right? Ingredient costing, yeah, ingredient costing. So we are going to start, and let me use capital letter to be fast. Ingredients. So ingredients, we have ingredient 1 to, let's say we have ingredient 1 to 6. We have ingredient 1 to 6. All right. So then quantity, let's say we have 10 kg, 2 kg, 6 kg, 7 kg. Just put the number around on the 2 kg, and that's all. Abi, yes, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, it's not up to 6. Sorry. Ingredient 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah. So here we have 5 kg. Then what else? Then the price each cost us to buy. Price each of them cost us to buy. Let's say the first one costs 50,000 naira. 50,000. The second one costs 10,000 naira. The other one costs 6,000 naira. The other one costs 5,000 naira. Just randomly, anyhow. So, but when you go to the market, you put your actual price. All right. So this one is just for illustration purpose. Then we have 8,500. This is just example. All right. This is just example. So the next we are going to look at for is the price, and is the amount used. So let's say here, when it comes to amount used, let's say out of the 10 kg we use 5 kg here. Out of 2 kg we use 1 kg. Out of 6 kg we use let's say 4 kg. Out of 7 kg we use let's say 4 kg again. Then out of 2 kg we use 1 kg. Out of 5 kg we use 3 kg. So the price, how do you determine the prices? So this will help you do your costing. This, if you had taken my tea and spice business class, you would understand better. So the courses are there, you can buy and learn. All right. So so the price used, how do we determine the price used now? So quantity, price of each raw material used here, we do quantity used multiply by the total amount, divided by the total amount, and multiply by the price. All right. So look at what we are going to do now. Price of ingredient used. Price of ingredients so you understand better. Price of ingredient used. Let's leave it this way. All right, so we'll now do equal to quantity that we use. Here we use 5 kg, so we are going to divide it by the total quantity we have, which is 10, then multiply it by the price, which is 50,000. So you see, this one fills this for us randomly. We just click and we have everything here. So this is the price. This is the price of ingredients used. So this will help you do your costing for that particular one. You understand? This will help you do your particular costing for that one, so you can determine your profit for that same production. Like that production, you will determine your profit immediately. So this is how you can do your ingredient costing. Yeah. So guys,